Alright guys, welcome to our second monthly finals of the weekend. My name is Peter Cannabit Hartnell, joined on the desk by Deedless. And Deedless, we have got a whole host of top quality red teams for all the folks watching here today.
Oh, we definitely do kind of fit, and I, for one, am super hyped to see what's going to happen here today. It's going to be one hell of a day, and you know what, with all these red teams coming in, one that I'm really looking forward to seeing is the victory of Lords.
Yes, I believe they're definitely coming in as the most favoured team throughout today, as our number one seed, but we've got some pretty good other teams on the menu as well, including other teams from France.
That's true, NoobTubers, they are also here kind of fit, and the Victory Lords, they are surely looking forward to facing the NoobTubers in that final. Obviously, the NoobTubers and the Victory Lords, they have to get to that finals to begin with, but the Victory Lords, they are feeling very confident and feeling like they are on their path already to get to that grand final.
Yes, so by getting into number one and number two seed respectively, that does almost guarantee, well, it guarantees they won't meet at least until those finals. That's one of the reasons why getting a seeding up is so very important. Let's take a quick look at our bracket here today to see how things are going to play out. You can see we've got 7 teams, so Victory Lords does get the bye through to the first round as number one seed, but we've got plenty more good matches in this first round.
We definitely do kind of fit. Just coming up here in this first round, if my my bracket would allow me to actually take a look, I'm not sure who actually is playing because I can't get onto that bracket kind of fit. I can't see who is facing each other.
It should be shared to your screen, Dealers.
There we go. Now we go. Yes. Yeah. So Fallen Heroes and DO3 got to face up in that quarterfinal. Now Fallen Heroes obviously coming in from France, DO3 coming in from the United Kingdom. DO3, they have been active for quite a while kind of it, but they've never really been able to hit those heights that we did expect them to come towards.
Alright guys, we're going to get into our first game of the day, but it will be a community game. So ESL 1, 2, 3, we're starting things out on the streets. So do come and join us, gentle friends, one and all, before we get the competition kicked off in earnest. Stealing Gaming, Maxwell, and Embrator, welcome, welcome. Louis Valder, and all. I hope you guys are doing well today, and that will hopefully have some top quality MC5 action for all y'all.
Now we're hoping that very much kind of fit, and you know what? Here for today, if you want to join up, you can use the passkey ESL123, and then after that community game, hopefully we're gonna have some official ESL action on the way. It is going to be so many great teams as we already highlighted, but obviously we haven't gone through all of them. Upper Echelon, also a team that we haven't really talked about kind of fit, and they have made it to the finals of the May-Red finals recently, so obviously these guys, they are on a tear. They just need to win over some of those strong teams. And well, they are starting out by facing Power Rangers, but possibly could meet the NoobTubers in that semi-final, which would be a hard task for them.
Yes, we've already mentioned that the Victory of Lords are really looking forward to playing against their country folk, the NoobTubers, both teams hailing from France. But yeah, Upper Echelon from the USA, they are a pretty darn new team. They've been active for barely over a month. They made it to the finals, as you said, and they've been able to take trade wins with the NoobTubers. But so far, they haven't been able to take a win off the Victory of Lords, and that's what they'll need to do here today if they're going to take home the big prize.
You're absolutely right, kind of fit. So it obviously comes down to that, but we're gonna have to see how it all unfolds once we actually get into the official ESL action. For now, if you guys want to play on stream, it is a community game on the streets, team battle, and the passkey is ESL123. Platform is iOS.
Comments, welcome, welcome. Oh, there we go. We got a few more bodies coming to place, but no one wants to be in our team. There we go. All right, Deedless. I've been leveling up my game thanks to Bocce's amazing control layout. I definitely recommend for any of you guys who are PC players, have a look at the layout which I got off of Botchi's Instagram. And that's the way he plays, and it feels much more like a mouse and keyboard for any of you guys who are transitioning or from a PC to mobile. It's worked pretty darn well for me.
Well, Counterfeit, why is it has worked so well for you?
Well, it's
what
because
do you believe is the main ingredient behind you doing so well now?
well, you notice
Obviously, sorry.
you notice in the bottom right of the screen, I don't have anything else down there, so I've got a lot more room to be able to flick around as I wish. Before, I used to have all of that kind of covered up with other icons, so
Yeah, so you didn't have that much space to move your thumbs around.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Counterfeit. It makes a whole lot of sense.
So there's still a lot for me to learn as far as, you know, how to play the game better, but I feel like I'm not being specifically held back by finding the controls impossible to sort of get a handle on anymore, which is a big thing for me.
Yes. Well, I have played shooters on, let's say, PlayStation and on mobile as well. I've always found it really hard, so perhaps I should try this layout out as well, just to see if it might help me perform better.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Oh, almost.
Also, hi Hero Gaming Simon, welcome to the stream.
Hero Gaming Simon. I hadn't checked the chat for a second. But yes, our wonderful moderator. Thank you, Hero Gaming Simon, for spending time with us today. If any of you guys do have any questions, Hero Gaming Simon, not only a great person, but also extremely helpful. So, if we don't notice your questions, there's a good chance Hero Gaming Simon will. And we thank you very much for your service.
Yes. And now, obviously, we need to say that if anyone has some good jokes, we'd like to hear them. Yesterday we spent most of the stream reading out jokes, so if you have any and you want to share with us all, please go ahead and type them up in that chat.
So guys, we'll be running as many community games as we can get away with in this opening segment, as we see Delian disposing of the oppositions.
Are you exposing of any bodies? Oh, you got a kill. Nice.
Yeah, as I said, I'm getting a little bit, like, I'm definitely not good at the game yet, but I'm getting better.
Well, that's something. I mean, like, isn't there a quote that says sucking at something is the first step at being good at something?
Yes, it was the wise Jake the dog who said that. Embrator, why is MC5 not adding MC5 on a PS4? That is a good question, my friend. I will ask that. Now I'm gonna write that down. PS4. I'll bring it up, Embrator Gaming. It's a good thought.
Yeah. Well, Embrator, keep up those good questions, and perhaps we might be able to change something. So obviously we're not employed by Gameloft, but we are able to ask any questions coming from the chat to some of those representatives that we do talk to from Gameloft.
Doc MC5, you have a joke. This is excellent news.
I would love to hear a joke. Can you please type it out, Doc, so we can see if it's a good joke or a bad joke.
Yeah. Alright. Up and around and whoops, there's somebody over here. Well, it took out a scout drone, but sadly did not joke. Hi, I'm a joke. Oh, Doc MC5. It's making me feel bad now.
Yeah.
Jokes is supposed to be funny. Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, you certainly can have, you can have dark humor. But that was, it's a downer, man.
A big downer, dude. unfortunately. Ooh, Butcher.
So I'm trying to learn a little bit from the way we see our ESL players play, because you normally you look at, oh gosh, there's a lot of players in this game. Oh, they are. You watch our ESL players play, and they while it doesn't look fundamentally different. If you're talking about first-person shooters, you're normally thinking you run up to someone, you shoot them in the face, and whoever shoots the best wins. But it's night and day when you see how the ESL players play, because they play in high-stakes competitions, so they learn to play in just ways that give them the edge enough of the time that they'll win out more often than not. Like, for example, they'll duck their heads down to avoid getting headshot. They'll rush at people if they're being shot and they don't think they can win, because if you go any other direction than directly at someone, then a lot of time you're just going to die anyway.
Yeah.
You see a nice bit of duck in there. That's a smart play. Yeah, I'm trying to learn from these guys. I'm trying to learn. I imagine it's very similar for a lot of first-person shooters in terms of how it mechanically works. Oh, that's sick. That's the first time I've ever killed someone like that. Oh. And we got the last kill of the match. Hey! We did alright. We did alright, D-Less!
Yay! Nice, dude.
We won the match.
You deserve a high five.
I do. So we just about made it into the top 3. So I call that win. We got 10 kills? Not too shabby. I think we ended up with a rather unbalanced team in our favour. But hey, here at Gaming Simon, thank you for the support. We're going to keep on trying to get better along with you guys. For all of us here, it's a journey to try and get to be the best player that we can. And hey, look, it's us. Look, Ma, we're on TV.
Hey! Well, tune in right now. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, if you are following the MC5 Instagram as well, you will be able to find information on whenever we're streaming those finals, because we do have that Instagram up and running as well.
Alright, it looks like Uno is going to be coming in as our admin for today, so if you see Uno around, do say hey to them and throw in some love, as we're going to set up another community game, ESL 1, 2, 3. Saw some very strong performances from you guys so far. Embrator, thank you for your kind words as well. We're going to keep working, and one day, we're going to be able to, we'll form a team, me, Didless, Radu, Charger, and someone else, and we'll take down all the ESL players in a glorious fashion.
Ooh, counterfeit. That sounds violent.
I'm right with that actually. I do.
No, I'm not
Charger,
sure. I'm not
plus
sure.
one.
I'm not sure. I'm into violence. Counterfeit.
You could have fooled me, Dealers. You could have fooled me. So if we were gonna have a team, because I was talking to Radu about this, the idea of having some sort of community events where it would maybe be, us lot versus a community. We would need a 5th player of some kind. So who do you think would be the optimum 5th player? And the guys in the chat, do let us know. Can you think of a good 5th player to add to that team of myself, Dealers, Charger, and Radu?
Well, Taco.
Taco? Why Taco?
Well, I like tacos.
Okay. Uh-oh. XGD2 is back. Of course, we want to have Hero Gaming Simon if we can. But I think Hero Gaming Simon only plays on Android, so I guess we could probably have different people for different platforms.
Yeah. Well, I don't see why not.
Alright, XGD2, we know you got the sick jokes to deploy, so feel free to deliver to our ears and eyes much sound of joviality. Dealers, by the end of yesterday, when XGD2 was telling jokes in the YouTube chat, did you feel like they were on an upwards trend, a downwards trend, or had they plateaued?
I feel like they plateaued a very long time ago, kind of. a very long time ago. They were good in the at the start, but like after that they kind of fell off.
Knock knock.
No.
Wait, XGD2, you told that one yesterday. I remember because I could have looked at it and just shook my head. Embrator Gaming, you think it'd be more fun if iOS and Android played together? From what I've been told, that's definitely coming soon. There's been a lot of delays to it, but it's being pushed forward as a priority. So keep your eyes out, guys. I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. We don't have any confirmations as of yet, but hopefully very soon. I really want to get, it's going to be great for PC players because there'll be more tournaments going. It's going to be better for Android players, there'll be more tournaments going. It's basically just better for everyone. It means we're going to have bigger tournaments. We're going to have more population on all the servers. It's going to be good stuff. Alright, dealers, I think that's our lot. Oh, wait. Well, I was almost wrong there. Alright, Pranchu. Oh, they came, they left again. Alright.
No.
They teased us, they did. Let's get this free-for-all started.
I'm going to start up a Battle Royale game over on PC in just a moment. I think that would probably be very nice.
Alright guys, well if you want to potentially face off against Deedless and you're on a PC, do head across and join the Battle Royale queue right now. Delian Gaming, hello, hello, hello. And of course, the only way to really say hello is to shoot each other in the face with shotguns. Embrator Gaming, it would be nice if it's soon. More teams, more tournaments. It's just one of those things where it's only good stuff for MC5 to have those servers merged together. We want the, the rewards which are available to our iOS players to be available to as many people as possible. I was trying to understand XGD2's joke. My friend David lost his id, now it's Dav.
Yeah, he lost his ID.
Oh.
David lost his ID, so now he's Dave.
Okay.
I think that's the joke.
It would have worked a lot better with a capitalized ID.
Yes, but it's a clever one.
Yeah, I think that's alright. Alright, I'm going to switch to a slightly longer range class.
You only think it's alright, Counterfeit. Only alright.
Done it. I've still got to get used to exactly where the far button is. Actually, I think I'll move it up and to the right very slightly. Because I keep putting my finger there and be like, wow, am I firing? I definitely recommend to you guys, as I said, it made a huge difference to me changing to a different control layout. And when I started using it as well, I was like, I don't understand. But it suddenly started making sense. It was like playing, I was playing with the, like your left and right-handed. It's like switching from playing left-handed, which you can sort of make work, to suddenly playing with something that makes a lot of sense for your brain. Oh man, I'm kind of stuck in it at the moment. But, I can't make any promises it'll get better.
I'm sure it will get better.
So you saw Delian there doing some very fancy footwork that... Oh man, I almost got there.
Well, I guess almost is like the key word, right?
One day Deedless will get a kill. Or, oh, maybe not. Not if Sows has anything to say about it. You monster.
How many players are in your game? Oh,
6.
6.
I'm going to come out later and say.
I just realized that you got no kills, so yeah, probably 6.
You see, I was doing well, and now I start to get cocky.
Mm.
And now everything goes to hell very quickly. Oh man, we're just getting run down. Maybe we need to go back to a team battle. Sheesh, sheesh.
Do you really need people to carry you? Fit?
100%.
Well, I guess it happens. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting up a Battle Royale right now. Join up if you want to play over on PC.
Gosh darn it.
Did I just distract you?
No, it was something else. So guys, ESL 1, 2, 3. We're going to be doing that for every single ones. XGD2, why don't they play poker in the jungle? There's too many cheetahs. Wait, cheetahs?
So
Wait, are
cheaters,
cheetahs, like, they don't live in the jungle, do they? I thought they were savanna animals.
Yeah, I think it's panthers and jaguar. No, panthers they live in the jungle, right? It's
Yes.
something about there's something
If I go
about
by-
if I remember correctly, there's something about like panthers and jaguars that live on each their side of the hemisphere.
Yeah, I feel like... There we go, we finally found someone, jeez.
Let me Google that real quick.
We got Dean as well.
So a cheater is. It lives in Africa. It lives in Africa and Asia, so it might live in more like jungles in Asia.
I guess so. XGD2, you get the point. Well,
So,
XGD2, we consider your jokes to be a primary source on a lot of things we have to critique.
So it lives in Iran, Algeria, Nigeria, Benin, and Burkina Faso. What about jaguars? Is that the ones that live in the jungle, or is? That's southern and middle America. America. Ugh.
Oh gosh, we are getting destroyed. Gogal Pandy, welcome to the stream.
Okay, so a jaguar lives in the rainforests,
Okay.
and then a leopard lives in Africa, but also in rainforests.
How confusing.
There's so many cats, Counterfeit. So many cats.
So little time.
To get to learn all, or get to know all the cats, rather.
Alright, we got 3 kills total. Delian destroyed everybody.
Hey, Counterfeit, take a guess. Where do you think guys spawned?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say at the airport.
Oh yes. How could you guess?
Tragically, one experience as we take down Delian. Alright, let's take Delian's.
Ooh, I have an imp. I have an imp.
Ah. XGD2 says, the cashier asks me, do you want the milk in the bag? And XG said, nah mate, I want it in the carton. I appreciate that, XG. It's a different kind of joke. Man, the time to kill is so short.
I need some ammo. I'm nearly out of ammo on my imp.
Delian, thank you for your impressive performance.
Oh man, that is a scary zombie Counterfeit.
Well, thank you for noticing.
Imagine if zombies could actually fire guns. Or, well, if zombies existed.
I think that would be a most terrifying notion. Though I do think that the zombie in popular culture, I presume at some point it's going to end up being, you know, moving on to a different fantasy creature. I guess zombies are quite all-purpose. They don't really come with a lot of the baggage that... It's kind of weird, like, zombies and vampires, you know, Deedless, the chat, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. You know, there's a lot of similarities between them. They both can create more versions of themselves on other humans. They're both not really alive, but they, you know...
I would argue that like vampires probably more alive than zombies.
Oh, yes.
At least you have like a conscious mind when you're talking about vampires. They know what they're doing. Zombies don't really.
I'm curious, like, if anyone here, including you do, sort of knows the sort of the background of why vampires and zombies kind of exist as literary devices. Because it's, I think I did read something about it, but I can't remember what it was.
As far as I know, it's just because of like people back in the day, and we're talking like way back. Were scared of like certain creatures, so they made up stories of like the background for those creatures. And that's zombies and vampires.
Girish Kumar, we're playing. I think a lot of the players you'll see in the chat are playing daily. We are bringing you guys streams at least 3 times a weekend. So yeah, definitely come and join in if you're on iOS, ESL 1 through 3. For our Spanish fans, that's la clave del juego, or the contraseña es el 1, 2, 3. We just need one more player to get started. Can we find them? Oh jeez, XGD2. I don't think that's really a joke. I think that's more of an anti-joke. Why did the old man cross the street to get to his grave? Like, that's not really a joke. But I think it, yeah. I'm not totally familiar with it.
It's more like a pun or something.
No, a pun is a play on words.
Well.
So it's like it's basically a joke which uses the fact that several words in English sound the same or similar to each other as the basis for the joke.
Because someone is shooting at me. I don't know where they're shooting from. There we go, I found them.
Remember guys, if you're on the PC, then you can join in the Battle Royale and you might just run across dealers on that battlefield as we head out with Team Red, Tempo, Alosa, and who's the other one? And a Japanese player, I think? Sorry, my language identification is not great. Oh, as we get taken out first blooded by Lone Gunman X.
Did you die? No way. Wait, I'm still there. We go. I was stuck in a pool in Battle Royale and I couldn't get out.
Oh no.
Yep.
How unfortunate.
My thoughts exactly.
Come and join us, ESL 1, 2, 3. We'll keep the games going until we get our first game of action. What we'll be doing as well is once this monthly final stream is done, we'll take a little break and then come back with a community stream later on, which will be just community games. How did we not kill them? Jeez.
I died.
Hey Sniper Ranger, how you doing? Hero Gaming Summon is also known as Hero of War.
Ooh.
Edgy, I like it. Hi SB, welcome. Oh, that was so. Lone Gunman is, I think, yeah, was showed up on our map as a friendly, which I think might be a core. I don't know if it's built into the recon, but that really threw me off because I saw someone shooting me from behind. I turned around and was like, oh, I guess I'm dead.
That feels bad, man.
Oh, XGD2, we'd have to ask you to keep the jokes you deliver suitable for all ages, because this is an all ages stream.
Our admin of today, still working on trying to get some pass keys out of these pro players, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully we'll have some ESL action coming up. But in the meantime, just have a look at the way that that Counterfeit is playing, because damn, is she doing well.
I think you're confusing me with some other fella.
Ooh, might be.
Well, okay, I killed one person there at least, but I think in this game it's not. It's not going great. Oh, jeez. spawning in with someone right behind us. I'm tapping my fire button here because I'm hoping to just get a melee kill on someone. Yes, Hero Gaming Simon, also known as Gruff Lunatic. I think Gruff Lunatic is the one which I mostly remember. And it always confuses me because it has nothing to do with the first name at all. But hey, sometimes people need a while to figure out their online identity. Just talking to admin. So it sounds like we're going to be picking things up in just a little bit. We're going to do our best to bring you as many games of top quality MC5 action that we can. Of course, hopefully they'll be playing a hell of better than us.
Well, I don't doubt that kind of it. I don't doubt it at all.
Oh no. Shot in the butt. And it's too late. Huh. Ah, jeez. Alright. So, XG with another groaner, which is... I feel bad even repeating it because it's kind of lame. Which is, what is the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Outlaws are wanted. Well, you made dealers laugh, so...
It's just so cheesy. But then again, I like cheesy jokes, so... And I like cheese.
Okay, I need to change to... Let's go to recon because the enemy team seems to be clumped up all the time. I think the ramps and... Oh, okay, never mind, I ran out of time. XG, why are the new shoes gone? They're wanted. Wait, what?
We lost the match.
XG, I appreciate your... Not all of them can be winners, but that one doesn't make any sense to me at all. Sniper Ranger doing the detective work. Appreciate you, Sniper Ranger, for seeking the truth behind what is obvious. Alright guys, so yes, from what we understand, we should hopefully be getting things underway pretty soon. But we'll keep the action rolling until that point. So let's head to Scramble, we haven't done that yet. And... Bish! Hey lucky guy, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya once again. I hope you're doing well. Right, game is up. ESL 1, 2, 3. Ah, we got loads of people online now. Brilliant. Let's see how many of you can get into this game. Wanted 2 minis. Wanted. I want them to be wanted. Criminal is wanted. Oh yeah, no, actually, I did understand the joke. Yeah. Hey, Sonic.
That sounds like you're giving up, Comfort.
Sonic, we appreciate you dropping by the chat, but you know, you can. I suppose to be fair, like, I can't really say anything. You know, if people did prefer the, well, I suppose we have a lot of people over time sort of saying that they preferred MC5 before, but I don't know. I'm not sure why that would be. Apart from maybe, I think people still don't like the Marauder. I don't think it's been nerfed enough. But for the most part, I think it has just gotten better. Hey, Repeta. Hey, you doing? Yes, Lucky Guy, welcome back. Representing Romania. Lucky Guy, have you ever had a chance to go to Gameloft's offices in Romania? That would be pretty neat. Yes, Sonic. I would say, like, try and moderate yourself a little bit. If you're just gonna come into the chat and flame the game constantly, then you know that's not going to be a particularly good thing for us to have on the stream. So just, you know, it's like just try and be a little bit chill. XGD2, yes, I've heard that one. The I don't know if you, I can't remember what movie it's from, Dealers, but it's quite a good line. It's
I've heard that once before as well.
Yeah, this is my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder.
Well, it's cheesy, for sure.
Honestly, I think it's a good line. I remember laughing a lot at it. I mean, I'm sure it's been used in a bunch of places, but it is a good joke. Alright, so we've got 4. Let's see if we can pull it up to 6 for our next game on Scramble. Hello, Sog and Nerve. I presume that Nerve is a fan of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Alright, we got one more. Let's see if we can just claw one more. There we go, Tyrius. Lovely, lovely. Let's get this one started.
Let's go, Counterfeit! Let's go!
Hoorah!
Let's go! Hey yo! Let's go! Hey yo!
Alright, so we're going to have to find ourselves some close quarters with this Bramson to be truly effective. We do not want to be going across the big open ground, because we're going to get murdered.
I don't want you to get murdered, man. Please no murderino. Murderino.
Well, we've taken down our first opponent. Now we have to see if we can sneak around the back of their line without getting noticed. We've got a buddy with us.
Why do you have a buddy with you?
Haha! Take that, Nerve! Because of the buddy system, of course.
But dragging around a buddy doesn't sound really helpful.
Let's see. So just trying to sort some stuff out while also playing the game.
That sounds like a task. How's it working out for you?
Not tremendously.
Oh no.
Oh no, oh no.
Me no life.
Okay, I kind of like that one. I don't think I've heard that before. XG saying, my friend said to stop acting like a flamingo, so I put my foot down.
Sure.
I feel like there's a slightly different joke in there that works a bit better. But I can't quite think of what it would be. Lucky guy. I do not have a pet. I don't think Deedless does either. We are...
I do have a pet. It just doesn't live with me.
What is your pet?
My pet is a hamster. But the apartment I'm living in right now doesn't allow me to have a hamster. So my hamster lives with my parents. And I'm gonna have a pet soon, hopefully, once I move into a new apartment.
Ah, exciting stuff. I'm very glad for you.
Thank you, I love hamsters. About as much as I love you, so very much.
Ah, well, I look forward to being locked in a tiny cage and drinking from a bottle strapped to it.
It's actually like hamsters. They do have a fairly big cage. There's not really any laws against or like laws centered towards hamsters or guinea pigs in Denmark. But for example, if you go to Germany, it is illegal to only have one guinea pig. You need to have two at the very least.
Yes, I think that's just generally a good idea with pets, is just like, you know, especially ones where you're not going to be kind of actively engaging with them all the time.
Enemy turret active.
Yep. Ba-dunk-dunk.
Well, you're not allowed, or you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have two hamsters at the same time.
No?
No, because they'll kill each other.
Oh no.
They like to have their own like territory.
Huh. Well, it's a day I learned, I suppose.
But guinea pigs, you should always have at least two together, and then you need to like figure out which kind of relationship you want them to have. So like if you have a male and a female, then obviously the male is going to be the dominant one. But if you have like two female ones, then they won't necessarily bond together.
Ah. Alright. Neat.
I am your go-to rodent guy. I really like rodents.
Oh, do you... What about other rodents?
I like all rodents. I really want to like have rats in the future.
Rats are pretty neat.
Yeah, and they're really smart.
Yes, I think they don't live very long though, from what is my understanding, so...
No, I think they live about the same time as the hamsters, so that's like 1 to 2 years.
Yes, so it's... I think the problem is that they can be very good pets, and you can get very attached to them, but they don't hang around very long, so you are setting yourself up for... could be a tricky emotional situation. Lucky guy, you got 4 dogs and 1 cat. Gosh, oh, you actually do live on a farm. Well, that makes sense then.
Have you ever lived on a farm, kind of?
I haven't, though. I always had a dream of one day being able to have a, not necessarily a farm, but like a ranch. I can,
A ranch?
yeah, that I can live on, with, and then have tons of animals who can just run around and, yeah, have a good old time there.
Yeah. Well, what's stopping you from getting a ranch?
Costs a lot of money. It's amazing.
Yeah, touche. Well, I hope you'll get one in the future.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Guys, let us know, do you have any long-term dreams? Would you wish to be the captain of a pirate ship, floating upon the ocean blue?
Doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
Though I think living a pirate's life is really not very healthy at all. You tend to get what's it called, scurry.
Oh, for sure. It's not, you know, it's one of those things that the idea, I think, is a lot better than the practice. Oh, lucky guy, if you come to Romania, come at Mitreni. What's Mitreni?
Scurvy.
You look up that, I'll look at what Mitreni is. It's a commune in Călărași County, Romania. Oh, neat. That sounds cool. That's literally the extent of its Wikipedia entry. It has got 4,000 people in it. Gosh, is that where you're from? Lucky guy? I think it's a very specific place to say otherwise.
I really like Eastern Europe kind of it. They have a lot of nice nature.
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember going to Lithuania one time. That was a really nice place.
I've never been, but I hear good
Well,
things.
I can recommend Lithuania. So if you ever want to go to a country in Eastern Europe, Lithuania is pretty good, and it's fairly cheap as well.
What's in Lithuania?
Well, Lithuanians.
Oh, sure, but I don't know any Lithuanians.
There are probably some Englishmen as well.
I guess so, but I've got Englishmen here.
Alright,
Not too many
well,
of them, really.
in Lithuania, I can't say I remember too much of it, but it's a very like small country. There lives like 3 million people in it. It's fairly big, like it's a fairly big country in terms of the kilometers, but it's just there's not a lot of people that lives there, and it's mainly, as far as I can remember, a what would you call it? Like a farming country?
Okay. Hey Banfo, welcome to the stream. If any of you guys are dropping in as Call of Duty mobile players, you are more than welcome to come join. MC5 is free to download. Our tournaments are free to enter as well. So feel more than free to come and join in. Big Mac, we are waiting on our first tournament round. I think we have had some pretty major delays from the start. But hopefully soon.
I have some facts for you about Lithuania.
Alright, hit me with them Lithuanian facts.
84% of people in Lithuania are Lithuanians. 6.1% are Polish. 4.9 are Russians, and 5.0 are from different countries.
Ah. Interesting. Alexander Baines over on Twitch, welcome to the stream. Mohammed said, I have brought up to Redu that the bug fixes is something that's really on you guys' mind at the moment. So yes, absolutely, that they are aware of it, and from what I've been told, that is going to be one of their biggest priorities at the moment, is making sure the game is good and playable. Yeah, Hero Gaming Summit, we are actually quite a lot earlier than we'd normally be on a Sunday, so it's quite possible that we'll have more folks on later on, but we appreciate you guys who have come along so far. We know we're at a kind of an unusual time, and that, yes, most people do play in the evening. Obdiel Ahmed, why don't you give credits after VIP match on Android? I'm afraid I don't know. We're not developers, but if you talk to Gameloft customer care, then hopefully they can have an answer for you. I'll send a link to customer care into the chat. But yes, Obdiel. Sorry if sorry for mispronouncing your name, but I'm certain I am. Oh, that was good timing.
Right.
If people on the other platforms are getting credits, but people on Android aren't, that does sound like that's something wrong with it. And it's possible the Gameloft aren't aware. Hey Gladiator Games, how's it going? Gladiator Games, one of our Spanish language YouTubers. Apparently the best series in Romania is La Block. What's La Block, lucky guy?
Is it about a block?
I mean, I think that's a fair guess.
Yep. Well, my guesses are always good.
Oh gosh. See, I feel like something which we really don't have a handle on is how to use grenades, because people are consistently killing us with grenades, but I find it extremely hard to ever kill anyone else with it. Maybe I'm just not leading enough or something.
Perhaps. I'm not sure how you would get over that problem, Cantrip.
We'll have to figure out what everyone else is doing and copy them, I suppose.
That's definitely one way of doing it. Copying people is always the way to go. Oh, Counterfeit. Is that a cat I hear?
No, it's one of my nieces and or nephews.
Oh. Well, are they cats?
I mean, they might be park cats.
So, do you want a weird fact?
Sure.
my girlfriend, right? My partner, she Muhammad Daedalus, isn't that an ancient Greek inventor of the mace? Yes, he is, Muhammad. He's not the inventor of King Minos, but he worked with King Minos to build that mace. But kind of it, as I was saying, my partner, she studies medicine, right?
Yeah.
And she told me the other day that she was taught in class that females who are really good at sports, they have something in their DNA, like that makes them a bit more male than the regular female, which is why they're so good at sports, because they have more male genes.
That's...
Or male DNA or something like that.
I don't know. That doesn't... That's... I feel like that's an extraordinary claim that requires extraordinary evidence, personally. But...
Oh yeah, it absolutely is. It's just something she told me. I don't have any evidence, but I would believe her because it's absolutely something she read and was taught at university.
Well, I mean, the thing is, when you hear stuff like that from people, it's like, you don't know... I don't know if you necessarily know for certain if that's definitively proven to be the case or not, or if that's just something that people like have found some evidence to support. Which a lot of things have evidence to support it.
Well, you can also say that all science is not the truth necessarily. It's just something that people have agreed that is probably right, but it's only right until something else proves it wrong.
I don't know. I think things like that doesn't sound like that's something which is going to be a universally agreed on idea, or at least I don't know. But how it said yes, we oh hello, we've got, thank goodness we can get out of here because we are sucking. We've got, yes, we have got a better HUD than we used to, that we've sort of dropped off. So Mohammed said, saying under the control of King Minos. Yes, I do believe so. Matito13 over on Twitch, welcome to the stream. We are about to get into our first ESL match of the day, so we'll be jumping in. I believe it's going to be NoobTubers playing up. Douglas, could you check the bracket and see who it is they've ended up against?
Upper Echelon.
Ah.
So upper Echelon versus NoobTubers, third seed versus second seed. And in the upper semifinal, it's going to be the Victory of Lords versus DO3.
Alright, so we'll see. Let's see. I'm just going to check if we are still on track to show both semis with our admin. So let's talk a little bit. Oh, actually, I'm just going to cover what's been said in the chat. Big Mac, it's quite possible that we won't be finishing time for the next Blue Cup. But if that's not the case, what we'll do is we'll take a little break so our voices don't fall out. And then we'll come back and do a community stream and or catch up with the weekly tournament if it's still ongoing at that point. Let's see. MD Ifte Ahmed. We're playing on iOS today, so there won't be any PC games. Radon Alberta. How do you transfer from iOS to PC game? I don't believe that's possible. Though iOS and Android will get merged together, I don't believe you can take your stuff and transfer it to that different platform. I'm not 100% certain though, so if you get in touch with Game Loss support, they should be able to clarify with that. Justin Ziamano, again, another Call of Duty Mobile fan, welcome to the stream. If you feel like giving MC5 a try, you can download it and join in any of our community games today. We are about to get into our first semi-final between NoobTubers and Upper Echelon. This is an ESL game, and this is based on the teams that have qualified through already, going through multiple weeks of competition to make it to this point, and now playing for some pretty sizable prizes.
Well, kind of it. Who do you think will win this the semi-final? I personally believe Upper Echelon, they have a really good chance. They have shown to be the kryptonite of have shown to be able to go toe-to-toe against the Victory Lords in the past. They've never won a best of series, but they do have a hefty 7-person roster, so they can swap out if they need to. And obviously, it's just I feel like the team overall stand a really good chance with NoobTubers, but NoobTubers, kind of it. Take it away. Tell me why you think NoobTubers can probably win.
Let's see. So, well, for the tubers, let's see. So we've got new tubers, upper echelon. I'm just going to bring up their full roster here. So, okay. So, for upper echelon, yeah, they are a team that, you know, have the potential to break it through and take out the new tubers. As we said before, like, you know, the ranking in the tournament is pretty much Victory of Lords on top, but not by a lot, with new tubers just below them, and upper echelon just below the new tubers. But it's a lot, I feel like it's a lot closer between these two teams, new tubers and upper echelon. This is second seed versus third seed. Either of these two teams, I think, would absolutely be worthwhile going through to the finals. I mean, upper echelon, their big thing is they, you know, for them, they, as you mentioned, their big roster. They've also, I believe, the only team who've got the owner, manager, and captain slots all filled on their rosters, which means, to me, that suggests the upper echelon team, they've got good coordination, they've got a good underlying structure to support the squad, and I think that could be a difference maker.
Oh, absolutely. When you have that level of team organization and you have someone who's filling out every single slot, so that you have someone that manages the team, someone that leads the team, and then you have players who can just focus on playing, it makes a huge difference when it comes down to those semifinals and finals appearances, kind of it.
So what we can see in the lobby at the moment, as you can see Drainic there, who of course we've had some words about before. Drainic left the Victory of Lords squad at the end of October, so some personal feelings going forward. We did have a chance to talk a little bit to team captain of the Victory of Lords squad, Stress, before this all kicked off today. They, you know, Stress and the Victory of Lords squad, they're kind of, you know, looking forward to a grand finals to go up against either of these teams, either the country folk new tubers or upper echelon from the USA. Which, if we do get to see the upper semis, that attitude could come back to bite Victory of Lords if they don't take DO3 seriously.
Either right now, kind of it, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to see that upper semi-final.
I know.
I'm talking to you now about it, but it seems like the Victory Lords might just move straight into that grand final. Though I will keep you and everyone else updated as soon as I know.
Okay, well that's too bad. Either way around it, we will be seeing the big old finals for itself. So yes, some of these familiar faces. We've got Deepat as well on the upper echelon side of things. In fact, let's jump into them a bit. So Deepat, the team captain of the upper echelon squad. As we've mentioned, they are a very young squad, even though they've got some pretty impressive members on the roster. Owned by Koru, managed by Suthi, who I think may well be coming to play with us today, but DCLXVI and Bot, as well as Sassy, all players we've definitely seen around more than a few times. So I'll be fascinated to see how they end up matching up against the Fallen Heroes. See, the new tubers. My apologies, I'm thinking of another French team. Mohammed said, yes, excited to see the noob tubers back in once again. Mohammed said, Saud, you promised me into ESL. Ah, it looks like there's some drama into the chat. So, Dealers, just for any of the guys who are coming by the stream for the first time, how do teams get to take part in these monthly finals?
Well, you can always join up over on that Discord. That's probably the most direct way into ESL. Join up on the Discord, find yourself a team. When you go to the ESL Modern Combat 5 Discord, there is a chat called Recruitment. From there, you can find yourself a team and you can start to practice, and well, one day you might just be broadcasted on stream by Confid and I, and you can show the whole world why you are the best at MC5.
Ah, there we go. Hero Gaming Simon, thank you for dropping down the knowledge in the chat, saying the lava BSW has just gone past in the market. But yes, very much the case. If you guys write in it to moderncombatcommunity@gmail.com, you will get directly through to Redo, the community manager. If there's a demand for certain things to be brought back into the market, then I very much think it's going to accelerate matters. We already had Jaguar Exodia asking about the Supermarine, when that was going to be coming back around again. So we searched out, we found out it will be coming back hopefully before Christmas. So guys, let us know if there's anything on your mind, if you want to know when something's going to be, if you want to make something happen for yourselves, it's all within reach.
A bit of an update for you guys. There's a 90% chance that we're not going to be able to broadcast the upper semi-final.
Oh no.
So we're gonna let you all know as soon as we know something.
That would be a shame. But hey, I think there's a very good chance the Victory Lords are going through to the grand finals here today. I think that was kind of the case before the tournament even started, but we'll keep you guys updated as new information comes in. So dealers, to this matchup. We're starting out here on Scramble. What kind of play would you be hoping to see from both these teams if they're going to become the kings of this first map?
Well, I would love to see the NoobTubers just show why they are one of the teams that can actively trade wins with the Victory of Lords. They need to come in and play aggressive, because the way that you take down a team like the Victory Lords requires you to play aggressive. Victory Lords, they're slow and methodical, so you need to come in with that fast-paced playstyle. For Upper Echelon, however, they need to find a way to work together as a team, because I'm sure if the NoobTubers, they're coming in with that fury that I'm talking about, then Upper Echelon, they need to stick together and make sure to have covering fire available whenever someone is pushing upon them.
Alright guys, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a delay on the last players coming in, so what we'll do is we'll take a short break while they do, and once the players are ready to go for our first lower semi-finals game, we will be back with quite likely our finals to follow shortly afterwards. Don't go anywhere, but grab yourselves a drink of delicious water or your beverage of choice, and we'll be back momentarily. Alright guys, welcome back. Unfortunately, it looks like that previous match isn't going to be going ahead as stands. Apologies for keeping you guys waiting around. We were trying to find out from the players what was going on. So ESL 123 on iOS, please do come and join us and share your gameplay as well as your thoughts with all of us here on stream. T-Mobile, what are you yelling about tacos? You're probably going to fall foul of that Nightbot if you keep using those caps, but hey, you do you. Doc, welcome, welcome. Let's see if we can grab some more people. We've got a free-for-all on overtime. So come and join us.
Is it about time?
I think it is. So be it, Asrav. All these kill cams are full of marauders. I think there's possibly a reason for that. I think it's kind of a, you know, it's definitely one of those classes where getting a lot of kills in a hurry is a reasonable proposition. But if you do have any good plays of your own, then do send them in, put them up on WeTransfer, and then chuck them over to GameLoft. They'll be able to we'll get those new ones in with some new classes. Right, YouTube, hello, hello. Welcome to you, and to our French-speaking fans. Wait, you have to bring up the Google Translate again. D-list, I can't remember. It's all a bit confusing this weekend.
What is it you can't remember?
Who was where when, but bienvenue to our French fans. D-list, how is your French?
Very poor.
Well, here's a great chance to learn. So welcome, bienvenue. Give it a try.
So welcome, Ben and Jerry's Avenue.
Well, I feel like you're trying harder to come up with something incorrect than you are trying to come up with something correct.
Don't you like it?
Oh man, actually, Google Translate has even got stuff talking about how it's used. How interesting. An instance or manner of greeting someone. Oh wait, I think this is talking about welcome. Alright, I think we've got enough to get started with. So
let's
3,
go
2, 1.
then.
One more invite going out. ESL 123, little broomstick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get ourselves started. We're going for a free-for-all. We're gonna get smashing some fools. Let's get it on.
Some fools. Well, kind of it. I'm pretty sure that everyone who plays MC5 are amongst the smartest people on this planet.
I thought you were going somewhere else there, so I'm glad you didn't.
What?
But yes, guys, come and join us. Show your smarts by smashing in this free-for-all. Oh, there we go. I think we just about got first blood. I'm not sure.
Nice. Well, can you get second blood?
Let's find out. So you really got to keep your wits about you on, on team battle. You can kind of, your flank can somewhat be covered by other people, but on free for all, it's oh man, that was terrible. It's very, very easy to get caught and shot in the butt, just like that. As it looks like, apparently, all of the action is in the top right-hand corner of the map, so we have to rush across there and get smashing.
Smash, smash. Smash, smash, smash.
Hey, 1357, welcome to the stream. We're going to keep pumping out these community games for as long as we can get away with. Oh, there's someone behind us. Oh, someone else shot them.
Are they smashing?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. But yeah, T-Mobile and 1357, how you doing today, huh? I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas time. So dealers, while we're rather forcibly transitioned onto the subject,
Christmas?
what's the holiday season like in Denmark?
Well, holiday-ish? I'm not quite sure I understand your question. What are you asking about?
The holiday season around Christmas time. I'm saying holiday season because obviously it's not Christmas for everybody.
So you're asking me what we do?
Yes.
Well, what my family usually do on the 24th, obviously, that's when we have our holidays. That's when we celebrate Christmas Eve. And that's when we get presents. I'm pretty sure in the UK you guys get on the 25th, right?
I think the
Americans get it on the 25th.
I know the 25th tends to be the main celebration, but I think yes, it varies. I think it's not like a consistent thing. I think that people do something specific on the 24th, but I think it varies family to family.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys don't have like a set day. When do you celebrate? The 24th or the 25th?
I think really the 25th. Also, I'm winning at this free-for-all.
Congratulations. But yeah, so the 24th, well, basically we just spend all day together. We don't really have any like specific plans. My family tend to go to the to church. I usually don't go there with them. And then there's also like a show on TV called Disney's Christmas show. I don't know if you guys have that in the UK.
Disney's Christmas show.
I think that's what you would translate it into. Or it's actually called From All of Us to All of You. That's like the title of it.
I think you might have told me about this before, that it's kind of like a specific TV show. That like it. I remember. I think it's on YouTube somewhere, and it was like a dinner party or something.
No, I think that's New Year's Eve.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, that's 19 years birthday or something.
Yeah, could you say about that? Because I found that particularly fascinating as a kind of thing which I never would have expected.
So
New Year's Eve in Denmark.
19 years birthdays. It's like it's a small like sketch from the UK that's being played every single year in Denmark for New Year's Eve. It's basically all about a butler and I don't know what you would like holiday lord, like who owns a butler kind of thing.
Okay, so what happens? I mean, so this is a British sketch, but it definitely hasn't survived over here.
But yeah, so what happens is that the lady and her butler, they attend, or she throws a birthday party because she has a birthday every single year on New Year's Eve. And since all her friends are dead because she's so old, the butler has to play pretend that he's her friend. And that means that since she wants to toast as well, he has to drink for every single friend, which means that he gets really tipsy and drunk towards the end.
So there's a lot of unanswered questions here. How does he pretend to be all of her friends?
Well, he like makes different voices.
So is this supposed to be...
I think you need to watch the show or the sketch in order to really understand it.
That sounds very odd. I think
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, just give me a
YouTube.
second. I think I have somebody knocking at my door, which is unusual. I'll be right back. Stay listening to you with my cover for a second.
I will. Okay, so let's check it out. Dinner for one is what it's called in English, or der 90, or what's it called? Let's see. My German is a bit rusty. Der 19. Geburtstag. Dinner for one. Dinner for one is let's see. Okay, so
Sorry about that.
I have a bit more information for you.
Oh yeah.
So apparently, it's called Dinner for One. It's made by a British author called Laurie Willie to the English theater in 1920.
Okay.
Then in 1963, it was recorded by the German TV station Norddeutscher Rundfunk. And then it is traditionally shown in a lot of countries. It's shown in Denmark, Greenland, Australia, Germany, Finland, Sweden, the Faroe Islands, Austria, Switzerland, South Africa, Luxembourg, and which country is that? The last one. That is Estonia.
Oh.
So apparently it's
strange.
shown in a bunch of different countries.
Also, I'm still quite impressed by how well we did in that prequel. So that's strange. I actually I've been in Austria for New Year's where it felt like a freaking war zone with people throwing firecrackers everywhere, but I didn't see anybody watching this thing. I guess to be fair, like at the time I imagined that I wasn't really in the position to see it if they were. But that's fascinating. That's because yeah, I firstly, until you mentioned it, I had no idea this was something that went on in Denmark or indeed anywhere. But to find out that it's not just Denmark but multiple other places is truly fascinating.
I think what is the most fascinating for me is the fact that not only is it shown in Denmark, it's also shown in bloody Australia. Like all the countries that I mentioned are in Europe, and you have Australia. Apparently they watch it as well.
Huh. How strange. Alright guys, come and join us on iOS ESL 1.2.3. We are waiting on the update to our tournament at the moment, which will hopefully be soon. I believe Victory of Lords, yes, have been confirmed as going through to our grand final. So waiting on the upper echelon Noob Tubers match to happen. So hopefully that'll be soon. We're going to Vantage, so we're going to see.
We got a code, kind of it.
Did we?
We just got a code for Noob Tubers versus Upper Echelon.
Well, we talk about it and it will appear. Alright, so it looks like we've got a good amount of players in here, so I'll get this game started before we go. And I think Delian... Okay, Delian's can come join in. Hey, good amount of players. Yes, I think it is getting a little closer to our normal start time, so more players are coming up. So lovely to see you guys. We'll have to join the game and then leave again as we head on to our ESL duties. So I think this is going to be the first game between the two of them, but we'll confirm once we see the lobby and the map being played.
Yeah. We're looking forward to some real ESL MC5 action, kind of it. Still, we did hype up Upper Echelon and the Noob Tubers, and Noob Tubers obviously coming in as the clear favorites, have been able to trade wins with the Victory of the Lords as of recently. But Upper Echelon, we did also highlight that these players, they have traded wins with Noob Tubers too. So they are a team on the rise, and they do have a lot of team organization with them having a captain and a manager and an owner.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here for either of these teams to go through to the next round. You see Dranic over on the right hand side, the Noob Tubers. We've got the Upper Echelon hopefully all ready to go right now. I think we're just short by maybe one player. So hopefully we'll be getting that kicked off in just a second. Mohammed said, you want a link to the Discord? Sure. So if any of you guys are thinking, hey, this looks like it could be fun, I'd like to try and compete for cash prizes on iOS or credit prizes on PC and Android, you can go sign up through the ESL Discord, which is discord.gg/ESL Modern Combat, or on the ESL main page is where you sign up with your team. You get once you sign up, you'll get a link to give your teammates, and then once you've got at least a minimum of 5 players, you'll be able to join the tournament totally free. And yeah, what have you got to lose?
Nothing at all, but my voice is not working for me, kind of it. You have nothing to lose, but obviously you have a lot to gain, a lot of fun, and you can make a lot of friendships.
That's true. I mean, that's the big thing about all this stuff. While you may drape yourself in gold as you go along, you may become the most well-known teams on the planet. It's going to be about those friendships you make along the way, the rivalries, practically your Pokemon trainer journey. It's all encapsulated in esports. And hopefully one day you too can be a Geodude.
Hey dude, I'm already a dude.
Hurrah! It's time to kick off our first on-stream ESL match of the day. Upper Echelon versus the Noob Tubers, competing to see who will go on to face off against the Victory of Lords in the best of 5 grand finals with 500 euros on the line. First game of the lower semi-finals. Let's get it on.
Upper Echelon versus the Noob Tubers. This has been a long time underway, and now kind of it. We will finally see who will face up against the Victory of Lords, who are waiting in that grand final. Upper Echelon or Noob Tubers, both teams have shown that they are equal in terms of their skills. Both have traded wins in the past, so it's going to come down to who can perform better on this day.
First couple of kills going across to the Noob Tubers team as they try and take control of the center of that. Playing in the red today, we can see I'm DRN going ahead of the rest of the squad, but what? Benefit from doing so, getting cut down in their prime.
I'm DRN looks for Killrider, gets that headshot. 2 to 4 Noob Tubers slowly pulling themselves up, and DRN finds even more kills. That's 2, making it 3 headshots in a row. And Noob Tubers already coming out really well here from this start, finding themselves a 5 kill lead.
Now, Upper Echelon from the USA had these high hopes, but it seems like so far we're getting some very strong center control from the Noob Tubers team. 1357 providing that fire support from long range. I think we've had, yes, the 5th member of Upper Echelon, Sassy Zenith, coming in at the last moment. Could be the difference maker here as they try and sneak around to join the rest of the team and set up for a counter-offensive.
Oh, but Nafel Seagon with some grenades comes in and finds 2 kills right there now. Bombers being deployed as well alongside that drone. Noob Tubers, they nearly have 100% more kills than Upper Echelon. Upper Echelon finding themselves with the backs against the wall so far. Nagel with a good bomber finds 2 kills before going down to D-Pat.
D-Pat trying to lead the Upper Echelon team through this time of troubles. 8 kills ahead, doubling up on the Noob Tubers right now as they try and recapture their former glory. You have to think every shot in these games a message to the Victory of Lords squad they'll be facing up against next, whoever wins this series.
Right now, Counterfeit, it's looking like Noob Tubers will be able to do so. Remember, I said at the start of this match that whoever are turning up on the day, whoever looks better, will be the ones to take the series. And right now, Noob Tubers, they're just looking way stronger on this specific day.
Do you see Natiel, the current carry for the Noob Tubers, by quite a decent amount, along with I'm DRN, 1357 as well, locking in a pretty solid scoreline for themselves. Overall, a good performance all round. Let's see, so yeah, 2 members of the Upper Echelon team yet to score any kills whatsoever. We definitely know how that feels like, but it's going to be rough when you're part of a team and you haven't been able to contribute to the scoreline.
Oh, Definitely true, Counterfeit. That must be a psychological effect it puts on you when you know that your entire team, they need your help, but you just can't find any kills right now. But Drennick finds one more there for him. Not being a complete carry, but with 2 kills, I would say Drennick is certainly giving something to that team.
I'm DRN locking down the front of the hangar and making it impossible for the upper echelon squad to get out onto the field. DRN takes 1, takes 2 before Suthi takes them to pieces. Real nasty stuff here from the noob tubers. I mean, this is what we needed to see from us, this semi-final team. It needed to be a convincing victory for whichever team was going to go on to face off against the Lords. And it seems like noob tubers are delivering us exactly that.
Yes, right now finding themselves at 38 kills, Counterfeit 39. They are up by over 20 kills here against the upper echelon squad. Upper echelon, we said that they have a team with a good level of team organization, and that might help them work here to get, win here today, because it meant that their players could focus on playing. They didn't have to focus on organizing the team and being captains as well. But right here and right now, Counterfeit, it just doesn't come to show. They aren't able to perform, and NewTubers, they're going to take the first map here in this best of 3 series.
Yeah, we said coming into the semi-final we expected to see this be a pretty darn even match. These teams have traded wins here before, but this one didn't even look remotely close. 50-22 here on Scramble. An absolute rout in favour of the French squad. But we did mention, upper echelon, they have got themselves a pretty deep roster, so I wouldn't be at all surprised to see some changes coming into the second game. As upper echelon, they have to win game 2 or they are out of the competition.
And they have so much pressure on them, Counterfeit. Losing with not even getting to 25 kills is a huge problem, and it does mean that you need to find a different way of playing. I said that NoobTubers, they would probably be very aggressive. We saw them do it right here. Up echelon, they had to respond by working together as a team and always covering each other's butts. We didn't get that here in game number 1. Perhaps we'll get it in game number 2.
Alright guys, we will be right back with that second round of the semi-finals. So don't go anywhere. NewTubers and upper echelon clash once more after the break. Welcome back, y'all. It's time for game number 2 of our lower semi-finals between the NoobTubers representing France and Upper Echelon from the USA. First game nowhere near as close as we would have expected. A whole 22 points ahead for the NoobTubers.
Yeah, that was surprising counterfeit. Upper Echelon, they have been able to trade wins with the NoobTubers in the past. So this is their game. They need to win this or else they're going to be out of this monthly final.
The first blood and second blood fall across the Upper Echelon. Interestingly enough, taking out DRN, the highest performing player in the previous game. It got 18 kills, but now get taken out by Saud in trade. A solid start for the American squad.
Good things right here, counterfeit. This is exactly what we need to see from them. They need to win this game, so coming off with a good start is definitely what they need. Let's check in with the scoreboard. Let's see who is doing well right now from Upper Echelon. Sodix right now sitting on 4 kills, but with all of those kills being on one single player counterfeit, it does mean that that lead is very volatile. It could fall in just a matter of a second, and we see it right there. The moment Sodix goes down, everyone else is suddenly not performing up to the same level, and the lead is back in the favor of the NoobTubers.
It's going to be a very close second game, which is what we exactly what we expected coming into the series. It seems like Upper Echelon much more comfortable on here than they were on our previous round. Scrabble, D-Pat trying to put down a little bit of cover in fire, chucking the grenade out, and of course, no further follow-up there. Defending the top of the stairs as DRN does manage to break through. You can see multiple bogeys coming in, and I think they will get cut down, managing to trade their life across just in time before they fall.
But Upper Echelon, they don't really build up as big a lead as the NoobTubers did in game number 1 counterfeit. Right now, only sitting at, what, like 3 kills, 2 kills in the lead. It's nothing compared to what NoobTubers they are capable of. So they need to keep this pace going for the remaining time in this game, or else they're surely gonna lose.
DRN up the stairs, looking to try and clear through, get support from Predator as the NoobTubers start to catch up. And you're right, it's not as impressive what the NoobTubers put out before, but for Upper Echelon, they have at least spent most of this game in the lead, however tenuous that lead may be.
Now the NoobTubers, they only need 1 kill counterfeit to take this back. There we go. NoobTubers find 1 kill, and suddenly Upper Echelon, they aren't in the lead anymore. With 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, they have time to catch it back. But they need everyone else to step it up, because right now Saul is the only one doing well, finding 2 kills, but the rest of the team simply not backing up Sodix.
Yeah, Sodix is the one to take down DRN, the ace of the NoobTubers team from game 1, but DRN gets the revenge, chasing in there, locking down a kill, shredding through Upper Echelon, and almost raising that lead. Nice pick up there from Saud, respawning though. And with Saud falling, there will be no more respawns coming in. The supports, of course, have the passive allowing the respawns. Great for holding a position.
Saud is not giving up without a fight counterfeit, but the same can be said for the NoobTubers. They catch it back once again, 29-30, Upper Echelon. They're playing with fire, they're just flirting with danger. They have their own destiny in their own hands counterfeit. They can decide whether or not they want to continue in this tournament. It all comes down to this game, and right now, with them playing a bit sloppy, they're not exactly getting themselves a lead, and 1-3-5-7 comes in, picks up 2 kills, and suddenly NoobTubers with a 2-kill lead.
It's still so very close. And yes, guys, if you like what you're seeing here today from our ESL teams, you can go and sign up. Stress, dropping down that note in the chat. We will provide links for you guys to sign up for future competitions. Of course, Stress, the captain of Victory Lords, waiting to see which one of these 2 teams are we facing off against. Upper Echelon suddenly seem like a much stronger contender in this game too, as they take back the lead once again. We're racing towards the finish line, and neither team are giving an inch.
Well, you're right, counterfeit, that they are looking like a real contender, but at the same time, the NoobTubers are able to go toe-to-toe against them. And Upper Echelon, they haven't won yet. Right now, both teams just passing 41 kills. It's going to come down to the last 8 ones. Let's see who's going to take it.
Natio Seaguard, right place, right time. Catches in the back, but Saud picks up yet another kill. Let's look at those numbers. So it's I'm DRN for the blue squad, NoobTubers. And Saud performing from the very beginning for Upper Echelon. Those are the two players who are going to decide the fate of this game. Saud holds Upper Echelon's tournament hopes in the hand. Sunrun gets the double up the stairs to safety. DRN taken out of commission, but Natio gets the kill. We're going down to the final moment, and Upper Echelon are done. The NoobTubers are going to the finals.
The moment Sonic died right there, Counterfeit, was the nail in the coffin for Upper Echelon. They fought bravely, but they needed Sonics to find those last 3 kills that they needed. They couldn't get it, and Sonics, even though they played bravely, couldn't complete it, and they ended up losing this game. NoobTubers kept just one step behind Upper Echelon the entire time, and NoobTubers, they played beautifully.
That was some DRN as well. Yeah, a lot less dominant than last time around, but still a generous helping of kills. The whole team, yeah, very, very close. A lot of respect there to Upper Echelon for really stepping up. Saud from the Upper Echelon team performing out of their mind in that previous game. They almost managed to pull it off almost single-handedly. So guys, we're going to bring you to a community game while we wait for our grand finals to get ready. And hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of Upper Echelon in our future weekly competitions.
Absolutely. With the way that they play today, Counterfeit, they have a shot at getting a title. They just need to be more consistent, because game number 1 was not the same as game number 2. So just show us that you can play the same way that you did in game 2 for an entire series, and I'm sure that they have a bright future ahead of them.
Alright guys, let's get this one set up. Lucky Guy, you hate school. Aw, that's too bad, Lucky Guy. We, of course, as your big brothers on the internet, are here to offer you sage advice. Dealers, I mean, it's been a while since I've been at school, but if you find that one is not enjoying school, I guess it depends why, but are there any things you can think of which have helped you during your time in education that have been generally applicable?
Well, when I went to public school in high school, like, I wasn't one of the popular ones, and I didn't have a bunch of friends. So what I did was that I always found something that interested me outside of school. During high school, it was work and climbing, so that's where I had my network. So I think that, Lucky Guy, you can find a network outside, but if the problem is that you can't go to the toilet, I would probably say I think there are solutions for that.
I mean, that's not the answer I was expecting, certainly. Hey, right, YouTube. Welcome back to the stream.
I feel so trolled right now.
I don't know. It's hard to tell what anyone's really meanings when they're writing out. Right, YouTube, from France, maybe you can help out Lucky Guy. So if your problem is, for some reason, your school restricts your access to the facilities, then what would France say? I mean, is there a pithy French phrase that would help encapsulate, this feeling? Because I mean, that's one of the great things about the French language is that there's loads of good French phrases that just kind of like, the c'est la vie, for instance. That's life. I'm sure there are tons of good phrases like that which we can apply to here. But anyway, guys, we are going to be getting set up for our grand finals. So we're going to leave you guys with some music during this next community game. But once we come back, we'll hopefully have that best of 5 for the €500 prize pool for you guys. Or we'll have even more community games. Let's get this one started, and we'll see you guys on the other side of this game. Alright guys, welcome back and congratulations to the red team, finishing out with 50 points, just ahead of the timer. So guys, we will shortly be getting into our grand finals as Voldoc providing the rock. Let's grab out of here and set up for one more game before we get to that happy day. So Victory of Lords currently awaiting in the finals to be going up against their opponents. YouTubers winning their last round, though they haven't gone through as of yet, so it's possible there may be still some discussion happening on that side of things. In which case, we'll keep the community games going. ESL 1, 2, 3. Come and join us, whether you be a Voldoc or a Volduck. Lucky guy, yes. So we are on iOS only right now. What we're thinking of doing for later on, since we've had a fair amount of community games on iOS already, is having a community stream on all 3 platforms. Would you guys be into that? We're thinking about having maybe an Android and PC and iOS stream, so like an hour on each one, after we've had a bit of a break after the grand finals. So let us know, guys, is that something you would be into? If so, then we can set it up for a little later on today. Of course, if you set the bell on YouTube and things, you'll get notified as soon as the tournament, or rather the community stream, goes live. Lucky guy, yes, so that's what we're talking about, PC, Android and iOS. Would you guys want to have a community stream covering all 3 platforms later on today? If so, let me know and I will see about sourcing it out. Ooh-rah. Menthlol, welcome, welcome. For conversion, I think we need a few more people. Because this is a larger map. Just a few more, just a few more. Lucky guy, how can you get moderator? So we've given people like Hero Gaming Simon moderator before because they've been very thanklessly helping out with the stream for a long time. We tend to do it very occasionally because we don't really need that many more moderators in Hero Gaming. Hero Gaming's been working very hard. But the biggest prerequisite is to be helping people already. And then the moderator badge is just to kind of to add some authority to what you're saying. But Lucky guy, if you want to be a moderator, the way to do that is to be helping people out in the chat over a long period of time, like Hero Gaming Simon did, and Hunter and Big Gorilla both have as well. But it's kind of one of those things that when I say it to people, they'll sometimes help out for like a little bit and then they'll get bored. It has to be something you want to do anyway. Hero Gaming means you can't join the community match? What are you talking about, Hero Gaming Simon? You're always welcome in the community matches. But yeah, Lucky, it has to be that you enjoy helping people out, because that's all being a moderator is.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dealers. Welcome back.
Thank you. How are you holding things?
Lightly, dear Dealers, very lightly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we've got a little bit of a delay on our grand finals actually starting. So we're doing some more community games. Gosh darn it! So our team just got doubled by Doc, which is,
wow.
I mean, getting bodied by Doc is, it's unfortunately a very common complaint. Oh man! Oh, sick! That's got a double headshot. Wee.
Enemy recon activated.
Oh no, Fibonacci! Shot in the butt by Fibonacci. That could always be an album name.
Oh, Riverdauchi?
Fibonacci.
Oh.
Are you familiar with Fibonacci's work?
Nope.
Well, Fibonacci came up with a sequence of numbers. That's about all I can really remember. But they are important for some reason. Maybe someone else knows. Fibonacci sequence. Guys, let us know if you are educated, unlike me. Oh, that was a right place, right time respawn.
What do you use those for? Let's see.
It's something to do with maths, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lucky guy, what date is for PC? So we had our PC tournament yesterday, so it'll be a couple of weeks before we're back on PC again. Once the Android and iOS merge goes through, then we'll be having a lot more PC tournaments, hopefully. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Oh, okay. So Fibonacci numbers is they form a sequence called the Fibonacci sequence, such that each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, and then 5 plus 3 is 8, so on. I'm not sure why it's important. I'm not a mathematics, or mathematic, but that's the basis of it.
Oh, I see. Yes, Hero Gaming Time was answering a different question I thought they were. So yes, you can't unfortunately join cross-platform. You have to be on PC for the PC ones. Yes, that is in a couple of weeks' time. But as you said, we're going to see about doing a PC community stream later on as part of a all-stream thing. Well, that was weird. I don't know why I'm not dead, but I'm glad that is the case. Fibonacci! Oh, Cribbins. Aha, we're gonna sneak up behind them. Or we're gonna miss them a bunch and then get shot in the face. One of these two things is true. Whoa. The idea was good though. I like this central thing just because you can do sneaky beaky stuff. Ah. Hey, sick hat. Drive. Oh. Get on my level. Where? Oh, lucky. I think we eventually killed the person we were looking for. It just took a long time to get there. There we go. Revenge on Fibonacci. I don't know if you've ever seen
Good
that.
job, Campbell.
Hmm?
Good job. You got revenge. I'm proud of you.
I don't know if you're familiar with the mathematical-based horror series Fibonacci's Revenge.
I'm not.
You see, Fibonacci, one of history's greatest monsters, killed one person, then 2 people, then 4 people, and so on.
Huh.
Well, I don't know if that's actually true, but it would make for a good maths-based serial killer story. How terrifying. Oof. So I think this community game will be coming to a close fairly soon. And then hopefully we'll have some updates on our grand finals. Yes.
The grand final is currently in a protest. That's why we have a bit of a delay.
I see.
Thank you, our admin for today, for giving us that update.
Oh man, I just killed 2 people once. And 3, triple kill. Oh man. Quadra kill. Where's my Penta? Wait, that's one on our team. I've actually got a recon aircraft. I don't think I've got a kill streak. Oh man, I was one away from
So
actually getting
close.
a second tier kill streak. Gosh.
So close.
It's because the entire opposing team like ran past me. That was the main thing. It's quite a trusting team that they see an enemy and then all but one of that team just like turn away from them because they assume that the person who's like their tail guard is going to be able to deal with them. Man, this is a really organised opposing team. Lucky Guy will be an awesome challenger for Romania. I look forward to seeing it, Lucky Guy. Do you have a team already? Or are you looking for one? I think Lucky Guys would be a pretty fun team name.
We lost the
Right,
match.
so who was it then? Was it just Fibonacci and Drive? Gosh, it felt like there were more of them. Ah! Right, let's get another game set up. Where should we go this time, Beatles?
Rooftops. Rooftops.
Love struck for a rooftop. Alright, let's do it. Game is up. ESL 123. La clave del juego. The contraseña. ESL 123. Come and join us, gentle friends. One and all. Hoorah. Lucky Guy, you're going to take your friend with you. Do you have 4 friends or do you need to get some more? You can get some from the recruitment channel in the ESL Discord. Hey, Battle Wing. Welcome to the stream. I can't remember, Battle Wing, what platform you're on. Are you on iOS? If you are, then please do come and join us. We're heading for a team battle on the old rooftops, and we need some more warm bodies. Tomnoy Islam at Tomnoy, how's it going? I hope you do well. Drive, welcome. Let's see if we can get a few more. So, dealers, what is it about the rooftops that you like so much? Oh,
Sorry, you called me drinking water.
ah,
I really like that it has so much open air. I enjoy being out in the open air kind of it. I'm like an alpaca. I need open space and fields and fresh air.
that does sound nice. It does sound nice. I can understand it if you get used to such things.
Are you like an alpaca?
I think I need some. Like, it's one of those things that I think, you know, I've grown up in Devon, which is a very, you know, countryside-y place. I'm sort of like, in my normal is kind of, you know, being able to have a fair amount of trees and things around. So when I lived in Bristol, which is a much more urbanized city, then I did begin to miss having that around. But when I'm down here in Devon, I don't miss it at all. Because it's there, I suppose. I just take it for granted.
Yeah. Well, you know, one thing that I envy the UK of is that you guys have so many mountains. Or,
We do?
well, not necessarily mountains. What's smaller than a mountain?
Hill?
Yeah. Well, nah, not necessarily like hills, but you have cliffs and rock mountains.
Lucky Guy's team name is going to be Romania. Well, I look forward, Lucky Guy, to seeing Romania climb up some cliffs, mountains, hills, valleys on the way to MC5 success. Dealers, what advice would you have for Lucky Guy's Romanians?
Focus on practicing a lot to begin with, Lucky Guy. I feel like that would be the way for you guys to really get in the shape of fighting in MC5, and then once you have that down, you can really start to body the other teams.
Lucky Guy's going to show Romanian power. Nice. But yeah, no, I think D-List has got it right on the head. I mean, you know, for all these things, it's literally just how much practice you put in as a team is how successful you're going to be. While you can definitely play smarter rather than harder, there's a certain degree of just raw practice that's going to be necessary for your team to be able to play well together at all. I mean, what would you say, Nicholas, is the minimum amount of practice you'd expect from a team you suspect would do well?
Oh, I would say practice at least 10 hours a week. When it's the MC5 scene, you don't necessarily need to practice every single day. As a team, you can do that on your own. But I would say have at least 2 or 3 evenings every single week where you set time off to practice as a team.
Gosh, that's quite a lot.
Well, I'm just talking from like my own experience. That's what we used to do when I played Team Fortress 2.
I guess so. Yeah, well, it makes sense. I think that's also why, you know, it ends up being tends to be a younger person's thing, just because of just having that amount of time to set aside. And I think you're right. That's the amount of time you would need to put in at a minimum to, you know, be serious contenders.
Mm-hmm. Also, Mr. Counterfeit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have lakes and mountains in the Lake District.
That's true.
In the UK. So that's a place where you guys have, like, mountains.
Yeah, very right. Lucky Guy, you want to buy the guy with the dog? So do remember the tracker isn't currently legal in ESL. That's the guy with the dog. So you might want to prioritize other things for the time being. I'm trying and push to get the tracker put into ESL just because no one really seems to be of the opinion it's overpowered, so there isn't really a reason why it shouldn't be in there. Well, alright, let's get this game started. You guys can come and join in after the fact. ESL 1, 2, 3. As we keep the good times rolling throughout the night.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Guy, Counterfeit. Have you ever been to the Lake District?
Not for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. When did you last go there?
I think I must be quite young. I don't remember finding it particularly fascinating. I think I was way too young to kind of really enjoy that kind of thing. But from what I hear, a lot of people do enjoy it, and I think I would enjoy it this time if I was to go back again. I think it depends who you go with as well.
Yeah, I would really want to go to, or really like rather, to go to Lake District.
I think it's, if you're going to come to the UK, it's a good place to kind of to get a, you know, something distinctly, like, because a lot of cities, you know, will be very similar to each other.
Mm.
So I think Lake District is something that would be fairly uniquely UK. Right, sneaky, sneaky.
I would really want to go to Lake District, but overall, I just really want to go to national park like that, because I think the only thing we have in Denmark that comes fairly close is something called Himmelbjerget. Not sure what you would translate it into in English. Probably like Sky Mountain or no, but yeah, the Sky Mountain. It's basically like the highest point in Denmark, and it's only like 147 meters above water. So it's basically on top of a hill.
Hey Zilu, how you doing? Lucky Guy, yes, the exploding sniper is the imp. And we do see that a reasonable amount in ESL competition, not as much as we once did. I can't remember, Dealers, do you have a particular favourite weapon of choice?
No, I like them all. It's just all weapons have different kind of abilities, pros and cons. I'm not a big fan of a specific one.
Hey, there we go. Nicely, nicely. Just need people not to be looking at us, and then we can shoot them in the face.
Well, shoot them in the face then.
Kenzie! Yes, Zilu! If you're on iOS, do come and join us. Yes, here we go with someone dropping down the knowledge. It is the tracker with the Doge. What do you guys in the chat think about bringing the tracker into ESL competition? I really want to get it in just because I don't see why it's not there already. But I'm curious to see if someone knows any other reason why it may not be a good fit for ESL. But if anything, I've heard it's too weak rather than too strong. Shot in the butt again. Ooh. Oh, hello, we got tagged. Oh, okay, nope, nothing to do with it. Gosh darn it, lucky guy. Why do you keep posting single player spoilers into chat? How are we doing? Not great, but not completely atrocious either. Right, let's get up on the roof, see if we can get ourselves a little bit of distance from other people. Oh man. Madara, I think, must have literally, yeah, followed us up the stairs. Oh. No, that's not someone. The misty rooftop. I actually kind of like the mist on the rooftop. I think it's pretty neat. Like, I think it's a, you know, there's a technical reason for having it in there, but I kind of wish more maps had stuff effects. Wow, someone's using a smoke grenade. Sick. Double kill. Lucky guy, say off when I die.
Oof.
Oof? Maybe.
Oof.
A oof. I like this little hut over here. I think it seems like a good place. So people don't look over here very often because there aren't people on here that much, but it's quite a good place to pick up kills through. And you've got a decent amount of cover. Of course, Kenzie, I think, yeah, again, came up the stairs. I have seen people use the thermal scope on here to break through the mist, because there's a huge advantage if you can see your opponent coming just a second or so earlier. Oop. Kenzie blindsiding us once again. Gosh. Kenzie, you absolute monster. This time I shall have my vengeance. Man, it's real hard to hit those longer range shots. I'm not sure that the support is actually even that great at doing that kind of thing. Ah, pants. Kenzie killed both of us. Oof. Just for you, lucky guy.
Oof.
There we go, got rid of one of them. Just need to try and grab a few more. Oh boy, I think Kenzie's too tough for us to handle. This has been a 2v2. Kenzie's gotten half the kills. Let's see, so Kenzie's taken the rate of fire and the impetum, so that's interesting. I'm always looking out for what the successful players are bringing out. Yay, yay. I'm sure I remember Redu saying that the spawn trap there was sold, but it doesn't seem to be. Well, at least we got blown to pieces for our final thing, so that's something.
We lost the match.
Yeah, well, you didn't do that bad, Comfort.
Yeah.
You got 9 kills. The most kills on your team.
Counter-terrorist win. That's right, lucky guy. It looks like we'll have to get in line behind Kenzie, who absolutely demolished us in that last game. Alright, let's do a little bit of change of pace. I'm going to go jump onto the Battle Royale. So still in beta. hoping to still get some more added in. So if you queue up for Battle Royale right now, hopefully we'll end up in the same one. And I think we've gotten lucky and we're going to drop in. So, Deedless, this time round, I give you the choice, sir.
Oh, the choice of what now?
What do you think?
Ooh, okay, you don't want to go to the airport. Let's go to... Let's go to the North Village.
Alright, we're going to be the Illage in the North Village. We're going to pillage. Run out of things. But that moment was brief and glorious. Alright, so we've got ourselves our better control scheme. Let's see if that translates to a better performance on the Battle Royale battlefield. So guys, we'll get back to the community games in a bit. But for now... Whoop, hello. Well, that worked. Jeez, didn't even take very much damage. I don't know how much of that was us being a good shot and them, or them just being a terrible shot. I think it might have been both.
It might have been, yeah.
Gosh, they should have had the drop on us there, but they didn't, and well, I'm grateful that that's the case.
Don't talk yourself down, man. You're doing well, kind of it.
So guys, as well, let us know if a Battle Royale tournament is something you guys would be interested in. I know that it's now possible with the spectator mode built in for us to have that. And I think it'd be pretty neat. What do you think, dealers? You think that you'd be into that?
I would love to have a Battle Royale tournament. So I think we should just get it on the way. But obviously, it depends on everyone being interested.
Yeah, let us know, guys. Would a Battle Royale tournament be interesting to you guys? Village and Pillage is a Minecraft update. Huh. Well, today I learned. I think it's, yeah, I don't think Village and Pillage is a phrase I've really heard anywhere else, so I'm not surprised someone else would use it, because it seems like a good combination of things. Alright, let's go and see if we can get a drop. I think the Battle Royale drops are... Oh, hello. There's someone over there, I suppose. Which is going to make this a little bit more dangerous than it would have been otherwise. So let's get to cover. And see if we can use this tree to block line of sight. Alright. Alright, cool.
Hey, you got a pretty big gun, kind of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, so Hero Gaming Simon, to get out of that trap you have to wait and not respawn quickly. Okay, that makes sense. I'll remember that, Hero Gaming Simon. I think that does happen even to some of our ESL players though. That they get trapped in there, but that is definitely good. Oh man, we got 7 health packs now, very nice. And we just picked up ammo, so let's start strapping bits on to our primary gun at this point. Alright, and out into the breach once more. Done it.
Good stuff, kind of it. Only 13 people left to go. 12 people left to go. There's someone to the left of you. Someone should be over there. Down towards the house.
Should
At
they?
least, yeah, there we go. Told you so. Don't die. Nice try. Come on, Confid, you can do it. I believe in you. I leave you. I am a leaf. And you are a belief.
Oh, I see. I mean, I say that, I didn't see it at all. Alright, let's try and get up on the high ground. Well, shifting around the place. Spot if anyone's coming. There's a lot of stuff over there.
Remember to look behind you, in case that player comes out from the house.
Yeah, I assume they must have gone a different way.
Perhaps.
Very, very roughed up tier 3 armor. Oh. That's good. Okay, well, Bosk is not too bad for close quarters stuff. Let's take a little bit of shelter for a second to hopefully not get killed while we're just shoving whatever upgrades we've got on him. Ah, crud. Oh, man. Wow. Okay, I wouldn't have seen that one coming. That was from miles away.
Well, sometimes that happens, kind of it. That's the beauty of Battle Royale. You can't always you can't always trust that you are safe.
I think in that case there, I was thinking about it as I was going in there and doing the changeover stuff, that I was like, if there is anyone in here, I'm going to be very, very exposed. But I was like, what are the chances of that, eh? Turns out, remarkably high. I suppose there only really needs to be one person there. I think the circle was the circle. It was coming in from outside the institute, so actually, no, that's not a bad place to be sniping from at all. Because people will be coming in. Alright, we're going to go for next team battle. Oh, Grey Boy or John Wick, how ya doing? You were playing that rooftops game? Okay, let's go for museum. But yeah, Grey Boy, how you doing? Thank you for dropping by the stream today. Game is up. Actually, we're going to do this as a break game. So dude, come and join us. Big Mac, can the other match of the final start, please? We will do our best. Unfortunately, there has been some unforeseen delays to the finals matches starting, but rest assured, as soon as those matches are ready to go, we will be there very first thing. Hey, Zozo Geek. Welcome to the stream. Hey, look, Doodless, it's the best in the world. Come to rest their head in our little museum team battle. Why, what an honor. King Up and one other. Welcome, welcome. We'll see if we can grab... it looks like people are up for the museum. So we'll see if we can grab a couple more folks to get this break game started. And then we'll get things underway. Again, our finals will be coming up. But
as soon as possible.
Yeah, what he said.
Yes, and if you want to play in this community game, you can find the information down in your right corner. It is ESL 1, 2, 3, and the platform is iOS.
It might make that a bit bigger. There you go. I don't know if it's noticeable
Can
enough.
you make it even bigger?
One bigger is enough, I think. Alright guys, we'll get this game started. We'll catch you on the other side of the break with a continuation of our stream. Thank you guys for bearing with us so far, and enjoy the game. Alright everyone, welcome back. I believe that game is donezo, so let's get out of there. I'm going to start up another game. All the games, all the time. VA Gaming. We would ask you not to discuss anything to do with that particular aspect of your account on stream, because that's not something you're allowed to do. So please refrain. Alright guys, so where shall we go next? Let's go for a free-for-all since we haven't done that for a while. Or, actually, let's go for... I don't know if we've got enough people for this, but let's give it a try. Let's go back to our good friends Cargo on Canals and see if we can persuade enough people to come along and join us to make this game mode work. We'll probably need about 6 people. Tier 7 or below. Weapons Tier 3 and below armor. Come in and show us what you're made of. Ooh, rah. There we go, game is up.
Nice.
Best in the world. Back again, huh?
Okay, Confit. We do have an update. So, since we had a protest for so long in semi-final, I would assume, it seems like the grand final will be given over by default to the Victory of Lords by an admin decision in the Noah semi-final.
Oh no. Well, that is really unfortunate. Alright, well in that case, this will be our last game. Trinity, I can see Trinity, a fan now of the Call of Duty mobile franchise. Thank you for coming to the stream. So I'm sorry to hear you're not an active player anymore, but hopefully we can tempt you back at some point. Alright, we'll see if we can get enough people in to start this one up. Hey Tony the Tiger, how ya doing? Thank you for dropping by our stream. Especially for any of you guys who aren't current players. We very much appreciate you guys coming by and checking out what we're doing.
As much support as possible is lovely, so thank you again for dropping by. Honestly, we appreciate it.
Alright, so we got Best of the World and Mustafa here. We'll see. I don't know. Actually, this is probably a terrible game for our last game. So what? Let's actually jump out of here and make this into just a team battle, so we can actually get it done anytime soon. Let's go back onto construction site. Construction site, team battle. ESL 1, 2, 3. Bish, bush, bush. There we go. Lovely. Alright, guys. So, a last game of the day. And yes, apologies to you guys to not be able to bring in the finals this day. A very unusual circumstance. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to have any further details of what's kind of going on there. But I think the general advice is always going to be talk to your admins during the tournament. Make sure you keep them up to date as to what you're doing. Otherwise, you can end up in awkward situations. Big Mac, this final, who win, they will get the new camo? I believe so. Let me just check the pricing information for this one. It's, I believe, yes, Constellation of the Phoenix Triumphant. So this is the ESL unique camo. One of the reasons for playing in the monthly competitions is not just getting those cash prizes, but also getting to access this camo you literally can't get anywhere else. I imagine Invictus will come back around again. But for now, let's get back out into the battlefield. I'll throw one more invite. Congratulations to Victory of Lords. Unfortunately, probably not the way they were hoping to win, but nonetheless, will be that win for them. Let's get our game started. Our last of this stream. We will be back a little later on with a... I guess we've done a lot for iOS games, so probably PC and Android variety stream. And we hope you guys will come and join us for that. For now, though, let's get kicking.
We're now. I just thought it ground. Never mind it. Wasn't funny at all. Bad Jesper.
Onto the battlefield, we're gonna be put in the dirt by Mustafa straight away. Big Mac, I'm afraid I'm not sure quite of what's happening with the second and third place, but the second and third place prizing is the constellation of the Phoenix Trumpet as well. I've been discussing with Redu the idea of having, you know, different versions of the same ESL camo to make it a little bit more prestigious to come in first, like a, you know, say a gold, silver, and bronze version of the same skin. But let me know, what do you guys think? Deepless, what do you think of that idea?
Sounds like fun, kind of it. I think that the more incentive you can give to people to play in tournaments, and the more prizes, honestly, the better.
So we're doing alright in this team battle. Okay, that's a nice grenade toss. I still don't see people tossing grenades at their teammates as much as I would like. You know, when you've got a teammate who's near an opponent, throwing a grenade at your teammate will not hurt your teammate, but it will hurt your opponent. Oh! That's right.
You shot the best in the world. Does that mean you're the official world champion?
I think so. Hoorah! JEC Gaming dropping down the eyes in the stream. Thank you for dropping by and spending time with us. Said we're coming to the end of the broadcast right now, but probably in a few hours time we'll be back on Android and PC just to show you guys some love to end out today's MC5 weekend. Congratulations once again to Victory of Lords. If you haven't already, please do sign up for the upcoming MC5 competitions. Lots more coming your way. Make sure the very best teams do it. Recognize that Mustafa sneaked around and stabbed us in the butt.
No, Mustafa! You betrayed, counterfeit.
Betrayal? You stabbed me with the nail.
In the butt.
That's something a friend of mine came up with probably about 15 years ago as a set of lyrics. I don't know if they stole it from somewhere else, but it's quite a good rhyme. There's definitely someone there, right? We don't have to go crazy.
Nope. Someone is there.
Ah!
You just need to kill them.
I don't know where they killed us from, but hey. Yes, JEC Gaming, I think we did some good play in this game. I'm quite pleased with ourselves, but we did also get caught out by a grenade, so still a long way to go before we reach the heady heights of #1 player in MC5. But we'll get there, guys. It's all about putting in that grind, but also playing, practicing smart, not just hard. Ah. Mustafa, so sneaky!
You can do it. Have it. What? Come on! Shut up! Nice!
Mustafa was trying to take out the recon aircraft.
Oh, well, you defended it successfully.
I did!
So, big high five to you.
Hey, Jesus Sanchez, thanks for dropping by, and Gaming 3000, we're coming to the end of today's stream. If you guys are playing on iOS and you'd like to join in, this is your last chance to do so. We'll be going on to Android and PC a little bit later on today. A couple of hours to cover both of those before we end everything up for the weekend. 3 minutes left to play. Still plenty of room in this game. Do come and join us, gentle friends, one and all.
Yeah, if you want to play in the game, ESL 123 on the platform of iOS. You can still join up for the next 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Wait, this actually blocks our way through.
What? Come on, Convent. Just a few more kills. You need to stay on top of your game.
I think it's quite a good place to keep a turret. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that before.
Well, steal the idea.
That was weird.
Steal the idea, man.
Sorry, steal what I did?
The idea of placing a turret there.
Oh. Well, I mean, I would do that.
Pause.
JEC, you want the ESL server? Sure. There you go. Oops. Press the wrong button. Should be in all of the chats now, a link to the ESL MC5 Discord. do come and join. And there's plenty more tournaments coming up. If you check the play.esl gaming link, then that includes all the dates of upcoming tournaments. There's loads more coming up over the course of the next few weeks as we head towards Christmas. So do come in and take some of that money for yourself. Maybe buy yourself something nice. Like, I don't know, like a, maybe like a reindeer. A plush reindeer to hug.
Or perhaps some mice.
Nice.
Yeah. I've heard those are nice.
Gosh.
Have you never had any mice?
I've never had any mice myself. I remember having a hamster when I was quite young.
What was the name of that hamster?
Spidey, because they climbed all over the cage constantly, and they reminded me of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's one of Spider-Man's nicknames, Spidey. I mean, one of the more straightforward nicknames, for sure.
Interesting.
Ah!
Come on. Kind of it, you can do it. Avoid them. Don't die. But find some kills. Your team needs to aim down your sides, man! Rip.
Haha! I
Rest in
avoided getting
pepperonis.
kills right at the end. So, Big Mac, how can I play in the finals? You have to do well enough in the weekly competitions, Big Mac, to be considered one of the top 8 teams on either iOS Red or Blue. And this is also true for Android and PC, they have their own finals as well. So that's what you need to do. Just play in the weekly competitions, do well enough, and then you'll qualify through if you're one of those top 8 teams. But you can't just join straight in with the monthly finals, you have to earn your way there. Guys, if you haven't already, please do follow the whatever platform you're watching on right now. YouTube, Twitch, Mod Crush, or Facebook. And of course, the Modern Combat Instagram would very much appreciate your attention as well. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Deedless, if people want to find more of your stuff, where should they be looking?
Well, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Well, you can also find me on YouTube. Just search for Deedless Casts if you want to find Peter. Then you don't search for Deedless Casts, but you search for Counterfeit Cast without an S at the end on the same platforms.
Guys, that's all the time we got for you today. Thank you very much to our admin Uno, to Hero Gaming Simon for helping out in the chat, to all of you guys for spending your time with us today. We'll catch you a little bit later on with our PC and Android community streams, but for now, I've been Counterfeit, he's been Deedless, and we'll see you just a little bit later.